Hey guys, it's Michael here, and in this video I'm going to be showcasing my outbound phone assistant that I built using Vapi and Make. And this outbound assistant is geared towards the real estate niche. It's going to be doubling as sort of like a real estate agent trying to reach out to a list of homeowners and trying to determine how willing they are to want to sell their house, like what the time frame is, and ask them questions about their property. So for this demo, I have a pretend lead list here set up in a Google Sheet, and as you can see, we have some phone numbers for leads, as well as some additional information about them. And really important, there's this status column here, which basically indicates if we've already called the lead or haven't called them yet. We additionally have another sheet here, which is essentially a report page, and can give you a snapshot of basically all the leads you haven't called yet, the leads you have called, and show a quick snapshot of the reason why the call ended. We also have another sheet here, which is essentially a list of phone numbers that we're actually going to be cycling through whenever we want to make the calls. If you keep using the same number over and over again to make calls, it's actually going to hit a rate limit. And so our build randomly selects from this list of numbers to circumvent that issue. And lastly, we have the sheet here, which captures all the details of the call. So you have the transcripts over here, summary, the time that the call was made, of course the phone number for the lead that was called, and then the phone number of the assistant that was used. As I mentioned, will be on rotation, so this helps you keep track of which one of those assistants made the call. Alright, so to get started on our demo, we're going to head over to Make here, and this is the scenario where we kick off the automation from. So how this works is we have a schedule here, which is basically the interval at which we want to run this automation. And since it's on a cycle, it's going to be continuously checking, if new leads come in and they're not called, it'll make sure that they do get called eventually. And I should also mention that when it's making each of these calls, it's going to, take information like the person's name, and it's going to, of course, use that and refer to the person by name in the call. And yeah, before starting this call, I'm going to quickly set one of the leads to not called here. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and initiate the call here. As you can see, I'm getting a phone call here.
Hi, Alex. This is Sarah calling from Bright Horizons Realty. How are you doing today?
Hey, Sarah. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I'm reaching out today to see if you've considered selling your property.
I haven't really thought about it yet.
Gotcha. I understand it can be a big decision. Just wondering, have you thought about selling in the future, or is it something you might consider down the line?
Maybe later down the line, but I don't know. At the moment, I like where I live, so I haven't really thought about it too much.
I totally get that, Alex. It's important to be comfortable with where you are. Just out of curiosity, what do you like most about your current place?
Probably the proximity to the beach.
That sounds wonderful. Being close to the beach must be amazing, especially during the summer. Just to keep our options open, if you ever did decide to sell in the future, would it be okay if we reached out to you again down the line?
Sure, yeah, that's okay.
Awesome, Alex. Thank you for that. We'll make a note to check in with you sometime in the future. If you have any questions or need assistance, feel free to reach out to us anytime. Have a great day.
Thank you. Goodbye. Cool, so now that the phone call's over, we can see in the lead list that the person I was calling, their status was changed from not called to called. And then if I head over to the transcripts, a new row is added here, capturing all the contents of the call. And of course we have a summary for that, capturing important details. Sort of like how I mentioned, I might be open to getting contacted in the future, and I'm not willing to sell now. This build is a little bit bare bones at the moment. Like, we only have this pipeline here that just kicks off all the phone calling, and we're just kind of capturing the information in a basic way in the spreadsheet. But of course you can have integrations into a CRM, and we can have function calls to, for example, send all of this lead qualification information into one CRM, and maybe I may be open to getting contacted in the future. I could be added to some kind of lead list maintained in the same CRM. But yeah, I think this captures the general flow of a outbound phone agent. Thanks for watching.